Hello guys, and you're most welcome to my one another video. In this video, I'm gonna be taking you through some of the best ways that can build your personality. Well, have you ever wondered what kind of personality do you have? I've also wondered a few times, and I'm sure that you would have also asked yourself, and you're probably assuming that you do possess one personality. But if I question you, what kind of personality is that? If I ask you to define the personality, if I ask you to explain the term personality to me, would you be able to do that in simplest words? Well, if not, and if you could, then congrats. Let me elaborate it and let me explain it from my perspective. Personality simply refers to set of qualities. It could be traits, your behaviors. It's simply what makes you who you are. And building your personality is all about embracing your set of qualities, knowing that you are the best, knowing that you are good enough, knowing that you have to be yourself. There's a good saying that if you're completely trying to compare yourself with someone else, you are disrespecting yourself. Well, let me also drop the name who said that. It has been quoted by Bill Gates, I guess. Well, what my point is, becoming a good person with a good personality not only means to building some of the qualities that other people might possess. It's about being your own self. It's about being your authentic self. Authenticity is most likable trait that one human being or one person could ever possess. I think for me, the simplest person is the most attractive person. There's a good saying that simplicity is beautiful. Perfection is a disease. I never chase to be perfect. I chase to be myself. I'm striving to be authentic. Now, let me walk you through some of the points that could help you building personality, that could help you understand what personality is. There is no such fixed guideline, there is no hard and fast rule to go by to build your personality. Its personality is a way of living. It's not in a skill, it's a way of living, and that actually determines, in the perspective of audience, what personality is. Now, let me take you to the first point, and that is conversation ratio. Let me break down that for you. What is conversation ratio? You simply in a conversation let the you play 75% of a task of listening. You do the 75% of listening and 25% of speaking. In your conversation, always let the other person do most of the talking. When you talk to somebody, you are reflecting your personality to the person, so you have to represent the best of yourself. And how could you do that? You could simply let the person do most of the talking, and you can just listen to the person, what the person is saying. People don't talk to you to have answer back. People talk to you to make you listen. So please, let's satisfy their demand. Let's fulfill what they are hoping for. That's the best way you can be liked. That's the best way you can shine as attractive person, in my personal opinion. I better be silent and I speak very less than I should. You know what? We have been given 2 ears and one mouth. You know the reason behind? It's because we are supposed to speak once and we are supposed to listen twice. We are supposed to listen more than we speak. And that's the motto. That's the secret of becoming a good person with personality. Let's come down to the second point, that is be positive. I know this is a very common trait and I think it is attractive to all. I haven't heard of such a person who does not like a person who is positive. And I don't think you yourself will like yourself being negative, right? Nobody likes a pessimist person. Well, a pessimist is someone who has negative thoughts, negative mentality, negative ideologies. So everybody likes to be optimistic. Everybody likes a positive person. Why? Because a positive person radiates some positive energy, right? We like to be in that aura, which motivates us, gives us a hope to do better in life. Therefore, to build your personality, be positive. Well, it's very much true that you can't be positive all the time, but at least try to be as positive as you can. Don't let people be exposed to your negative side. Don't let people be consumed into negativity because of you. You have to be the positive sides for them. Now, let us come down to the third tip. My third tip is name card. Now, this is quite interesting. Now, you must be wondering what is name card. So, let me put that in words. A name card simply refers to speaking out the person's name whom you're talking to. Now, first of all, before that, we have to remember the name of the person whom we are talking to. Let's take an example that I met one of my friends on Telegram and I did not know that we have known each other for more than 6 months. But when that person came to talk to me, the person had an assumption that might be I would be knowing him, right? He was thinking I might know him, so it would not be an awkward conversation. But for me, it was absolutely an anonymous person. It just because I happened to forget the person's name, but on the contrary, that person knew my name. So at that point of time, I felt very embarrassed. So this was kind of like a turn off for that person. So this has taught me a great lesson. Make sure you remember the person's name, and you know what the most beautiful word that anybody would like to listen all the time. I could never get tired of listening to my own name. You can never get tired of listening to your own name. That's the most melodious, lovely sound. You know, it's kind of like music to your ears. Similarly, here's my lesson. Always try to address the person by his name. It will validate his presence in that conversation. And it will also leave a sense of being known, being recognized. With that, let's come down to the next point, which is roots of interest. Now, have you ever met a person, or do you have that one clingy guy in your circle who is very talkative, who's like a chatterbox, always keeps on talking something or the other, and you're totally bored? I know someone who bore me to death. I just don't like spending time with them. It's not that they are bad people or they're negative ones. Negativity does not only spoil a person, it's more about it's about talkativeness. You have to be frank, you have to be audious, but make sure you're not talking too much that you bore people. Be interesting, be so intriguing, right? People have to be suspicious about you. Okay? There is more in this person, there's more to be revealed, there's more to be opened up. So always keep a secret, always keep yourself suspicious, I would say. Just be miraculous. People must be thinking, what is this person? It's not that they have to be suspicious of you, they have to be suspicious of your qualities. Now let's come down to the next point, that is art of saying no. Now, in a conversation or maybe in your daily life, you have met so many people who offer you something, who may ask you for a work, may request you for something, may demand you to go out. Maybe your friends ask you to go out for something. Maybe your family and friends ask you for assistance, and you always end up saying yes to everybody. Well, that's right. Having a helpful nature is always attractive. But what I mean to say is, there are times when people tend to say no to certain things, which I understand properly. You cannot always be saying yes to everything that comes your way, because you also want to have your personal space and it's your own life. You cannot have 24/7 in the service of people. But when you say no to someone, make sure it has to come out in polite way. Make sure you be generous to people, right? Nobody likes to interact and communicate with someone who's very harsh or rude personality. Don't tell them that you are an arrogant kind of person, you're so irritated and frustrated. Politely tell them, politely tell and convey your message that I could not make it happen, I'm sorry. Maybe some of your friends might have invited you on the dinner. You could say, I got another plans, I hope I could come later on, but I'm so sorry for today. This is how you can deny someone. There has to be a polite way to refuse. A denial has to come out politely. Now let's come down to the next point, that is a smile, and it is also followed by confidence. Let's go with smile and confidence. Well, how does confidence come? This could be a very vast topic, but let me talk about this word confidence. Let me emphasize a little bit. You can simply instantly gain confidence by doing 2 or 3 things in the public: making an eye contact, having a smile on your face, and having a very strong body posture. First of all, in order to appear confident, you never have to stand or sit in a posture with crossed legs, crossed hands. It basically reflects your nervousness. So never stand or sit in public with your crossed hands. Always, and your hand should never be in the pocket while you are in the public. It actually reflects that you are nervous and unconfident, and nobody likes to talk to an unconfident person. It's very unlikely that you will be attractive. So to build confidence, make an eye contact, look into the person's eye, and have a strong body posture. Be audious, be interesting, and always carry a smile on your face. It's not important to wear makeup, but it's very much important and crucial to wear a smile on your face while you go out. Always be smiling, always smiling. Everybody likes to smile, everybody likes a person who's smiling. Smile gives you a positive energy, it gives you a sense of willingness to communicate, right? And I think we don't need a certain reason to smile. Just a smile that you're alive. Be grateful for your things that you have. Find ways to smile. Being sad is just a waste of time, trust me. Now let us come down to the last point of this conversation, and that is communication skills. I can guarantee that no one can beat the person who has good communication skills. Communication kills everything, to be very honest. If you're not a good communicator, you can kill your conversation. If you're a good communicator, you can also kill your conversation, but in a positive manner. A person who has way of talking, a person who has way with words can win the hearts of millions of people. But the person who is very blunt with his voice, who is very irrespective with their way of talking, can burn the bridges, spoil the friendship, spoil your mood, and whatnot. So nobody likes to be around such people, right? Well, with that, I'd like to say goodbye to all of you guys. This was the end of the video, and thank you so much for staying tuned till the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Do subscribe to my channel, and if you like the video, then please give a thumbs up.